everyone. Welcome to the Adrian Athletics Podcast, hosted by Lope Nation. Join the herd / hit the weight room. Today we have Joel and Vicky Price here. We're going to interview them, ask them some questions and stuff like that. I'm going to let Mr. Ellsworth have the first question, though, since I got to do these.
Yeah, and right before I get to that question, we just want to say thank you, first off, for coming in. We really appreciate it. You guys are so awesome to this community. I've been excited for this one. This was like when we first started thinking about the podcast, I'm like, Joel and Vicky Price. I wanted you guys on here. You know that. I've talked to you about it a few times, and then yesterday I cornered you and said, hey, let's make this happen. So I'm excited to have you on here, but I also want to say thank you to some of our sponsors. We want to do a big shout out. First off, all this equipment, Tyler Simpson at the Rock Store. They donated it to us to let us get started, and that was huge. They're like, here, you guys are going to use this more, and that was so kind of them. And we've been able to kind of keep making things better, hopefully. And then also, along with that, we got Thomas Motor Works, big sponsor. Ontario Auto Ranch, huge sponsor. Agar Lines has sponsored us. We just got a new one, super excited about it. We've got Chase Hansen. He stepped up and he just did that. So you'll see his going on our website, and we'll get a commercial built for him pretty soon. If you haven't seen our commercials, check them out on the website. But that's not even all of them. We got Cove Central Electric. They helped us with the huddle camera, did a bunch of cool things there. We want to thank them. And we also have,
There's the heating and cooling.
Thank you. That was our first one. First commercial. Stan's Heating and Cooling. We went on a nice field trip there. We appreciate them, helping us and giving us that sponsorship. So we got those. We have others that, are interested in things like that. And we got a new one that's coming up too with Munoz Building Center.
Oh, okay.
And so, it's super excited. Yeah, man, he didn't miss, you missed those. But yeah, we got a few more, and we're going to be making commercials for them. But we just want to take a second and thank all of our sponsors. If we missed anybody or you didn't hear them, go check them out on our website. We have a spotlight of them and their commercials and their logos, and we just encourage you to support all of those people as they have supported our students and the opportunities that we have here.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to get the first question because I'm going to leave in just a second. I'm going to let the other students take this over today. We really want this student-led, but I don't want to miss this question because I don't want to miss any of the questions, but there's two of them that really stuck out to me. And so the very first one that I want to know, though, as a coach, I always hear Vicky in the stands saying, everybody does a little. And I love that quote. I think that it's, as a coach, I love it because it's so true. That's what I want. It's just building the team stuff. But I want to know from you, Vicky, when did you come up with that, and why do you say it so much? And just give us the background of that quote.
By the way, he does re-quote you every once in a while.
Well, I personally think, and I'm sure most people do, that's the essence of teamwork. If everybody contributes a little, no matter what their levels of skill might be, that's how a team succeeds.
Absolutely, that's
one day you were just like, this is the quote that's going to be there, huh?
Oh, George, I have so many. I'm glad you heard that one.
Yeah, Joel told me some of the others that we can't say on the podcast or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, my dad does that all the time. He comes up with little quotes every once in a while, and I'm like, where'd you get that from? He's like, I don't know, it just came up in my head. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, your dad is pretty good at that.
Yeah, it's weird. So how long have you guys been in Adrian also? That's one of my main questions.
We saw little Georgie Ellsworth grow up.
Oh. What was he like?
He was a good kid that participated in everything.
Well, that's good. That's good to know.
His mother might have been the coordinator for the foreign students. But that was the one who really did the legwork and got everybody so included and involved. And
I had a lot of students following around with me. Drove them around.
Played a lot of basketball with them on the weekend.
Yeah. And back then was a little different. Like this, probably you can't say these things anymore. But like back in that time, everybody would be like, "Look, it's George and the Asian invasion," because they would just follow it, just because there's like 6 of them from Asia. But we loved them all. In fact, cool fact. This is random, but Toy. I don't know if you remember Toy. He was close to the same time as Moon. I think he's 1 year after him. And I just saw a thing yesterday, and he's running for like a government position in Thailand.
Oh my God.
And so one of the exchange students that came here to Adrian, and he's running for that position, and so that's pretty interesting. And anyways, just a little side note, but
we had 2, one from Korea,
Moon.
yeah, and one from Ecuador.
Oh, cool. Foreign exchange students?
Yeah,
Powell.
foreign exchange
I
students.
remember
awesome.
Powell.
Yep, I remember both of them. Okay, I gotta say this real quick. Moon, I took him to San Francisco. My mom, when she took all the exchange students to San Francisco, and so I had to go with them, and we got to go to an NBA game, and that was pretty fun. And we were going to watch the Warriors, and we got there early so they could get signatures. Well, it wasn't open yet, and Moon needed to use the restroom. Well, the baseball stadium is right there with it, and it was open, so he ran in there to find the bathroom, and the janitor came out and locked it.
Oh,
so he was
Locked
locked in there, and I'm like 16 or 17 at that time, and I'm trying to keep track of all these exchange students in California. And anyways, I had to go find somebody. They were so mad, and we had to find Moon first. We're like, where did he go? And so we kept looking around, and all of a sudden we came around the corner, and you just see these hands through the gate. Help! Help! And, oh man, it was quite the adventure. But anyways, yes. Vicky, thank you for that. You guys have done everything from exchange students, all that. That leads me to my next question, though, because I got to ask 2 before I let Gavin take over. When did you start with... This one was not on the list, I'm sorry. But I have to highlight it, and I have to ask you this. You give so much. I mean, every kid in the and it's not at the high school level, every kid in elementary school that gets a citizenship award, is that right? You send them...
Student of the Month.
Student of the Month. You send them a $5 $5 and like write a personal message to them. I mean, that's just wonderful. Like those community members, just like, I don't know if everybody knows that, but it's just like so big to our community. When did you start that? What's the thought process behind that?
I can't claim that because when our girls were little, a guy that graduated way before Joel would read the NISA paper, and if he saw names that he recognized, he sent a dollar bill and a personal message. And it just meant so much to our girls that I wanted to continue that tradition.
That's awesome.
It was. I didn't even know the guy. I met him later in life, but Joel knew him, and he knew the Price family.
And that's awesome of you guys, too, because, like, I mean, it's somebody else is looking out for those kids other than just necessarily their parents.
Yeah.
Then,
Family.
like it's family. It's double motivation for you guys to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it keeps a lot of kids, like, just that extra. I could see a lot of kids that I know that I'm like, they would push more for that then, because knowing that they're going to get that little message and that little extra bit of money, like,
Yeah.
that's awesome that you guys have always done that. And I would like to say I appreciate it, and that I think everybody else in the
Yes.
school appreciates it.
We
just
want to
as
make sure to
much.
say a thank you here and let people know that. That's really cool. And Joel, we know you do something too. We just know she's probably the one that
Well,
writes
they'd
the-
come up to me and say, well, thank you for the money. And I thought, I don't know nothing about it.
You get all the compliments on that.
Mine disappeared from your bank account, but you don't know about it.
Not from my wallet.
Don't tell the secret.
From my wallet. She had to go to $5 because it was costing her more to send the letter than the money that was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, I think I'm going to switch out with Gavin. I want to get the students on here as they continue to ask you some questions. I really do want to know about the field hockey one, but I'm going to let him talk about field hockey, and I'll go back and I'll listen to it and everything else. And one thing real quick, Vicky, on this side, you can flip it over if you want. Yeah.
Oh, did it?
And
flip?
that's my good ear.
That's
So
your good
that
ear,
would
so help her with that, Manny. So just flip it so it's actually the sound part. It might be more comfortable.
There you go.
All right, I'm going to switch with Gavin, and You keep it going, Manny.
Will do. Okay. So, how, like, the Prices, obviously, they've been in Adrian for forever. I think it's awesome that you guys show up to every single game, and you guys don't necessarily have somebody in the game who is direct family. So, how many years do you think you guys have been coming to Adrian games where you guys didn't have a direct family member? If you guys could, like, take a guess.
Oh, we both come from large families, so there's somebody
There's somebody.
on the team.
Well, I guess that's a good point.
Somewhere.
Somewhere on there. But, like, I just have noticed, like, I mean, you guys came to the wrestling duel, and I'm like, I don't think you guys have anybody in your family necessarily who's wrestling. And it's just, that's so awesome of you guys to be able to come to all those sporting events and just be there to support the community. It's just amazing that you do that and stuff like that.
Well, we enjoy cheering for kids.
Alrighty,
Right.
Joel, I got a question for you that I was looking over. What sports did you excel in high school?
Probably none of them.
That's kind of where I'm at right now. So.
Baseball, probably.
Baseball?
Yeah.
Did you win championships or?
Yeah, we did. We won in 1965. I wasn't going to mention this, but we won the state championship
For Adrian?
Adrian?
for Adrian. There were 3 classifications in, and we were in single A classification.
You ended up pulling off. What position did you play?
We went to Portland and played in Multnomah Stadium.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah,
What
I played second base.
Second base. Oh, you had to pay attention.
Well, yeah, but that's where they put the guy that can't throw very far.
Oh, that's what I did. No, but he was
Yeah.
close to everybody.
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome. What'd you bat?
last.
Last? They made sure that you were kind of towards the tail end. a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah. I was not a good hitter. We were not big kids. I was a pretty small kid. I wrestled at 98 my freshman
Oh,
year.
yeah. Yeah, I think we talked about that last
That was 100 pounds ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It catches up with everybody
Yeah.
at one point or another. It always does. All right, Vicky. Mr. Ellsworth alluded to it, and I'm gonna ask because I'm just as curious as he is. What's this rumor about a field hockey team in Adrian?
Well, I looked up some stats.
I want to hear every one of them. I seen that paper from the beginning.
Yeah, well, a coach, Miss Carol Schultz, came to Adrian in 1965, and she organized the field hockey, I guess you'd call it league.
Mm-hmm.
And so Adrian was the only Oregon team that played in it.
Oh, wow.
But she knew coaches in Idaho. So we had Capital, Bora, Meridian, Nampa, Caldwell, and then after the first few years, Marsing, Middleton, Valley View, and Bishop Kelly joined.
Oh, wow.
So we played all of those guys, and then for practice, we would play the College of Idaho and Eastern Oregon University.
I bet you guys got good.
Well, we played a lot of hockey.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, no, and she had a great record. I don't think that when she retired in 1981 that she had more than 3 losses
Wow.
all those years.
As a coach, that's impressive.
She was an amazing motivator.
No, I bet she was.
She really was.
That's super cool. How many points did you score?
I wasn't a big scorer.
You weren't a big scorer?
No, I played halfback. So they told them just to stay down there, and I would get the ball, and then
Get
they
him
could
down
score.
there. So you had a bunch of steals then.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's super cool. What was your number?
We didn't have numbers.
You guys didn't have numbers?
No, we didn't have numbers.
Man, that's like my favorite part. It just feels so personalized having a number on for some reason. It's like, yeah, this is mine.
But that was part of Miss Schultz's idea, was everybody looked exactly alike.
Oh, really?
We all had the same tops, same bottoms, same shoes, socks.
Everything.
When we got off the bus, you couldn't tell one from another, and that was part of the team.
That's super cool. Did she have any good quotes?
Miss Schultz?
Yeah.
She wasn't like that. No, she didn't yell at us or anything else. we just were, always knew that we could count on her and everybody else that was on the
Just kind
team.
of had a presence. That's super cool. There's coaches that can do that, and I don't know how they do it, but they can. It's about the way they carry themselves.
Yeah. And for years and years. And so I also looked back at some of the girls that might have played, because when I played, there were 45 on the team, but there got to be as many as 57.
Oh my gosh.
There were only 70 girls in the high school, and 57 were on the hockey team.
There were a lot more kids here at Adrian then,
Wow.
even when I was in high school
Wow.
in the 60s.
So it shrunk a little bit then.
It shrunk quite a bit.
It shrunk quite a bit. Were we close to ever moving up to 2A?
We played 11-man football back then,
Okay.
but, at that time, there were, like I said, it was only 3 classifications,
Oh, yeah.
And the next one was like Niss's size and Vale.
And they were bigger than us.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
then the next one after that was like Baker,
Hermiston.
LeGrand, and the Portland schools.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. That's interesting though that they only had the 3 classifications. That made football pretty competitive.
Yeah, we never, in football, we could go to state. Track, you could. Basketball, football, you couldn't go to state because we played Idaho schools.
Huh. That's interesting.
All right, I do have another question for the both of you. If you could describe our community in one sentence, what would it be?
It's the center of the universe. Our universe.
Yeah. No kidding. That's pretty spot on. It makes everything happen.
Well, it's a caring community, You see a kid maybe do the wrong thing, you might say something to somebody. You're not trying to get him in trouble, but
You got to keep them accountable.
you want him to do good.
Exactly. That's spot on. And accountability, that's huge. Because you need a little bit of that inside these, especially these small communities, because it's easy for people to try and get away, but there's definitely accountability with just wearing the Antelopes jersey around, there's a certain way you're going to act. You're going to be better than everybody else when you wear it.
We went on a cruise, and Joel wore his Antelope football hat. And it's a great conversation starter, too.
Oh, really? I bet it did. Because it said state champions on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody wants to know who the state champs are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny.
Well, it's something, if you win a state championship, it's something you always remember. And 40 years from now, Gavin, you're going to be great.
Yeah.
I mean, the older you get, the greater
the greatest.
It was.
the greater we were. The older we get, the greater we were.
Yeah. That's going to be true. I'm going to definitely take pride in that for sure for years to come.
It'd be on the sidelines
Oh, yeah.
telling them how to do it.
Oh, yeah, I will. You better believe it, too. I look forward to that, actually.
I'll be there with you, Manny. Don't worry.
I was gonna say, we had that conversation in math class one day where somebody was like, everybody's always talking about those guys. They're up on the sidelines that has been and the would haves. Well, I want to be those guys. It's like, I want those kids to be down there being like, man, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And
We
then
used to walk the
have
sidelines,
the sweater.
All the time. Now everybody sits in the stands, but
Yeah.
or is on the bank. But they used to walk the sidelines until the referees would have to tell us,
Calm it down.
sir, could you get back just a little bit?
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, when we had the dirt track.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun. Now they don't let people on the track for the most part, unless they got little shoes on. Little kids running. That's pretty.
Hey, little kids, they're not going to hurt anything.
No,
That's your future.
that is. I like to look over every once in a while and see if there's a football game in the grass.
There's always a football game in the end zone at small schools.
And I love looking over there during that. Sometimes you got to stay more focused on the game, but I do like to look over and just see if they're still playing or if that was just us.
And I hope you guys realize how much of an influence you are on those little kids that are playing football in the end zone.
Yeah.
They just can't wait until they're the guys that are out there. And it's really important that the older kids are good influences on the younger kids.
Yeah, we try. We do. Yeah. I think we do an okay job.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Oh, I think football is really reigning high right now.
Oh, yeah.
Doing good.
Yeah. I think the years to come will be good, too.
It appears so.
Yeah. Should be awesome. You're itching with something, I can tell. You had one more question, I know for sure.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Manny. I kind of forgot it.
You kind of forgot it? Oh, for real? I was thinking I had one more.
Mm.
Where's your pamphlet at?
My pamphlet? That's on my telephone.
Oh, well, grab his telephone real quick, Mr. Hustler. Or is
It's in my pocket.
Okay,
I'll
well, look
turn
at
that
that.
thing in.
Yeah, you know, how you treat little kids and how you treat the freshmen and stuff.
Mhm.
That's big.
Yeah.
You know, you can ruin it. A bad egg can ruin it for a freshman. And I think, I haven't saw that here. But, you know, that's the future.
100%. Yeah, and it could. You're right. You could ruin a lot of things with a bad group of leaders.
Just a little bit of arrogance and not having the time of day for a younger kid can change their lives. And by being inclusive and celebrating your victories and letting them feel like they're part of it, and we have good teams for years and years.
I don't know if you guys saw this. One of my favorite parts. All the water boys this year got a medal.
Mm-hmm.
Said won a state champion on it. They were all. I saw them. I think it was Henry was wearing it. The school the next week had it on, and I was like, heck yeah, that's awesome.
All those little brothers. It was.
And they were just as excited, if not more excited, as we were.
Mm-hmm.
And then Angie got a really good picture. I got Henry. He's like in one arm. It looks like I'm throwing him. Like he ran into me and I'd caught him. And then there's Clay's on this side and we're all hugging. And it was just, that was a cool moment because you really got to see like all the little kids. Like it meant a lot to them just as much as it meant to us. You know, so that was really cool to get to see and be a part of.
It was. Even for the adults in the stands.
So, Vicky, have we went over your quote?
Yep, we did do the quote.
Oh, we did do that? That was the other question.
That was the other question. Any more quotes?
Yeah.
I've heard you say quite a few, but there's not one necessarily coming to mind. What's your other favorite quote that you like to say?
I like to say, we like it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Or, nobody's supposed to be a spectator out there.
Well, they're good front row seats, though.
Yeah, that's right.
They always have been. Oh, you're back in?
I'm coming back in.
Okay.
Oh,
Run it.
I got a few things. Sorry, I had to go take care of something, but Gavin does a great job. One thing is, we want to take a second and present to you. It's just a little gift, nothing fancy, but you know, this one says, "Thankful for you and all that you do." Joel,
Well, thank you.
we are very thankful for you. Manny, I'm gonna hand this over to you. You can open it up and read that one and give it to Vicky. And did they ask you guys about what you, Vicky? I know you coached here before, correct?
Yeah.
Did they already ask you that?
No, we haven't hit that one yet.
I want to know, like, what did you coach here, and maybe share us a little bit of words of wisdom from that time of coaching.
Well, I've been involved with the Little League softball a lot. And then I just, those same girls as they grew up, then I coached them in high school for a few years. And I had a very close encounter with one of George's sisters.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Where I was just playing just with it at practice, and they were pitching to girls, and Susie hit me in the back of the head with a bat. I mean, it was as much my fault as hers. I was just got too close and didn't realize it. And then George's dad was the principal in the elementary at that time, and so he came rushing up because there'd been an injury.
Oh no.
And he had me sitting on a 5-gallon bucket, and he was putting pressure on my head until Joel got there.
It was bleeding.
And pretty soon, I was just almost down in my lap because Mr. Ellsworth was putting so much pressure
on them. Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Well, now I know how to make fun of Susie, and it's like, seriously, you're trying to take out some of our best people.
Yeah.
Oh, she felt bad.
I'm sure.
The neighbor came and got me out of the field and said, "You need to go down to high school." Vicky got hurt, so I'd go down there, and there she was sitting on that bucket, you know. So I took her to the emergency room in Ontario, and they stitched it up, you know. But it cut quite a gash in it.
I bet it did, especially a bat. Those things are make a ding.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if it's somebody that can't swing it very
I
hard.
know.
No, just kidding. I'm just
Think
kidding.
if it.
But she's gonna be mad when she sees that. Are you kidding me, George? I'm strong.
Oh,
She
I
is
know,
strong.
but the Burnham girl was on the team. If it had been her, I might not be here today.
It's a good thing it was who it was then. Guess in a weird way,
Yeah.
somebody was looking out for you. So your water bottle says, "Thanks for making our team merry and bright." So it's got like a little Christmassy tune almost to it, merry
Yes.
and bright. That's kind of cool.
We think that fits really well to just say thank you to you guys. You've done so much, and you know. So Joel, or with that, Vicky, I'll follow up on that though. Is like, if you're talking specifically to, let's say, coaches, like, or parents, like, what is your advice for them? Because sometimes it's kind of good to hear somebody that's you've seen it all. You know, you've been through it, and times have changed, but at the same time, some things don't change. And, you know, what is some advice maybe to students or athletes? What is some advice to parents? And what is some advice to coaches? And Joel, you could jump in on that one too. That can be a question for both. You guys can help each other out there.
Well, for kids, I'd like to remind them that they're only young once and that they should take advantage of every opportunity that they can.
Yeah.
Well, I've had a lot of advice for coaches. But I didn't know what I was talking about, probably. But yeah. Oh, I don't know. We have good coaches at Adrian. I mean, you know, we got good coaches and everything. And I'd like to see alumni come back, get jobs here and stuff, because they care.
They want to be here.
Yeah, you know, it's a tradition, you know.
Yeah.
We can't win them all. Can't win everything. Winning isn't everything, Manny,
Yeah.
but it makes it a hell of a lot more fun.
Yeah, it does.
And for parents, I just want to say that when you're involved in it, you know, sometimes it's a little more heartfelt than it might be for everybody else. But that doesn't mean that we all don't care.
That's a good point.
It's just that you're a little close to the situation, and sometimes, you know, once you step back 50 years, the things look like, you know, that they're more for the best interest of the whole community than they might when you're involved in the emotions at the time.
Sorry, Joel, I'm taking that away.
Taking it away from
Well, oh shoot, the sound.
He's
like,
picking it up.
These ones pick up every little thing, so I was like, that's dinging it, but you still get it. I didn't take it away from you. You know,
Okay.
it's yours. It's yours. It's just.
You don't get it anymore.
Yeah, I know.
It's not yours.
I just have another question, and I wanted to, you know, I like it when the mics are real clear so people can hear it, because I think you guys are giving us tons of wisdom, and that's, I agree with you, Vicky, and I think also, you know, made me even think about community, and it's like, I don't know if I always noticed this. I mean, I always said as a kid, like, you know, oh, I didn't really care who was there because I was so focused on the game. I wanted to win. I was so locked in. But people do notice. They notice who's there afterwards. They notice who's there before. They notice who's been supporting for years and who's watching them and the people that come back. And it means a lot to these kids when I've been coaching them. I realize the ones that don't have kids or grandkids in there anymore, but they're still showing up to everything. And you guys are an example of that. And we thank our community. We have a great community for that. I mean, sometimes even, I know you guys have even traveled to games. You're like, wow, they put in some And you've put in
Put in
a
some
lot of
travel
hours
time.
over the year. Could you guess how many hours you've put in to go? Oh, not even.
No, but I,
No.
I want to say that when they bragged on that mother in the collegiate game, did you guys watch the college football championship?
Oh
I
yeah,
watched
and
it,
with
but I
the MS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that mother, yes. But then the other mother that had driven 18,000 miles to watch.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, that's what they said. I wasn't impressed.
You wasn't impressed. You're like, I put that in.
Like, we've done that for middle school sports, you know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no,
It's college national champion. You better put that in.
There's just one other thing I want to say before you get done here. And my brother-in-law, Vicky's brother, Paul, he was the football coach when George was playing.
Yep.
And he told me of all the kids he ever had, George could play anywhere. So if I needed a quarterback, I had a quarterback. Because you'd have kids that you'd practice them all week, you know, and then they come up hurt.
Yeah.
And he'd say, if I need him, I need a guard, George. If I need a center, George. I don't know, maybe it wasn't that way or maybe.
No, I played about every position. But, I mean, I don't know if it was that way, as in, he probably just didn't have any other choice. But, you know, no, he was a great coach, and I learned so much from him. And we had him on here, and I don't know if you saw his podcast on here, but he was hilarious and gave us some great wisdom and stuff. And we love Paul and what he did. I think he was a huge start of this program getting to where it did. And a great example of consistency, you know, I mean, it was just getting better and better and better and better and better, and that's so big when it comes to coaches. I don't think people realize that all the time, like, oh, we need a new coach, we need a new coach. Every time somebody, like you said, you can't win them all. Somebody loses, it's like, we need a new coach. It's like, no, we need to continue to buy in, to continue to improve. You know, is it good for our coaches to continue to learn? Yes. But, you know, that's my job now, is to make sure that us coaches are continuing to be on that path of learning. And we do trainings every year, and, you know, not that I'm telling them everything, but it's just to get us thinking of how can we continue to better. And we have a lot of support of the school. I mean, if something comes up and it's a training that we can get better, they'll send us, and that's super nice to be able to have. So, but anyways, I think that, you know, going back to what you just said, I think Paul's like that. But
Yeah, you need consistency in your coaching, you know.
Yeah, that's huge.
Same one every year. You know, pretty soon it's time to change, but good consistency. And then a program coming up from little kids
All the way.
all the way, kind of running the same plays, you know, that's important.
Mm-hmm.
same terminology, same technique. I mean, it's huge. And we have Quentin down there, and he was coached with Billy at that. I mean, you know, that's there, and we're trying to get that in other sports. I know we've had some good things this year. We've had, I know, middle school basketball and myself, we've met together a few times just to talk about things and say this is what we're doing, just so they kind of know, try to merge that gap a little bit. You know, like you said, you can't fix it all, but trying to do that, and we have some nice stuff we're working on, some projects to try to help with that exact thing. Manny, you might have something, but I do have a question, Joel, and you kind of hit on it, but this is a very specific question we ask everybody towards the end of our podcast. Is you talked about alumni, and you love seeing alumni come back, especially come back and to coach or to help or even just to be here. And I think that's huge. That's part of the plan with this podcast too, is to connect to that alumni, because there's some alumni that there's not always, you know, they get on with their future, and sometimes there's not, like, their job maybe doesn't fit that they can come back. Some can and some can't. But we want to be able to draw them in, and that's why we're trying to get this. And we ask this question not only to you, but to anybody watching. We have a form online that they can go in and say, who do they want to see on the podcast, and what questions do they want to ask? So you might get called back up because you might have just started something, and now all of your softball players might get on there and be like, hey, ask her about this and this and this. And if so, we're calling you back up here, and we're gonna push for that. But my question to you is, who would you love to see on this podcast? Maybe an alumni. Who would you love to see on this podcast?
Go ahead.
Well, I don't think, and I'm not thinking of an alumni, but I'm thinking of somebody that spent years and years and years in the school system down here. And I don't know if George would think of them, but I think Mr. and Mrs. Ellsworth should come on. They were a positive influence in this community for how many years?
Yeah.
Long time.
Long time.
Well, my daughters had Mr. For an elementary teacher. And so I just can't be any more appreciative than I am to Mr.
Well,
and Mrs. Ellsworth.
I think I could find them.
Okay.
I think I could get them on here.
Okay.
Make contact.
I mean, I'll make contact. I think
Okay.
I could do that.
I
That's
think,
The thing that we might need help with is some questions. I don't know how my mom's gonna be on here. I mean, she's gonna be great, but you just never know what you're gonna get. But anyways, I mean, it's gonna be great.
That's part of the
That
fun.
is part of the fun. But yes,
I think Ryan had Bill 3 years in a row when he was in grade school.
Oh, really?
I don't remember what years, but am I right?
No, it seems like it.
So
Yeah, I didn't-
here's the question.
that might have been the class
Wait,
that was so bad that they're like, "Hey, just stay with them," you know.
Did he follow them up, or did Ryan stay
Well,
there? That's
no.
the real
No,
question.
They
it was
needed-
in different grades.
Okay.
They need a teacher for this year, or this grade, and then Bill just, oh, well, they must have said, I don't know how they did it, but they must have said, I'll coach teach third grade. But Ryan had him 3 years in a row. Kind of wondered at the time, is that good? But I don't think it hurt him a bit.
That's good.
But
No, that's good. We'll get him on here, and we're gonna continue to just get community on here. And if you guys think of something later, like, man, I really wish this one, just let us know. I mean, either in person or online or whatever, and we'll look at it. I know there's a few funny questions on that. I saw one must be from Camas Valley. They're like, ask Coach Billy why the Adrian won't go play Camas Valley at Camas Valley. So
Oh, no way.
yeah, so we're saving that one for when we get Coach Billy back on here. And,
They actually put
I
that
think-
on there?
Yeah, I think
That's
it's
so
I think it's
funny.
his friend. But anyways, so that'll be funny. But anything else that you guys send on there, if there's students that you want to hear from, let us know and we'll get them on here. The plan is to get so good at this that we can kick them over a lot faster and just get people in and kind of ask some good questions. So that's really one of the ones that I like to ask at the end. And then Mandy might have something, but if not, my last thing is there anything else that you want to say to anybody listening? I mean, now's your hot spot, your moment with our 80 followers.
Yeah.
Who knows? I think the highest watched podcast so far is like 80 or something. So we're trying to increase that. I'm sure after you guys, it'll go over 100. So help us out and like and share it, everybody. Get it out there.
Big time.
But anything you want to add?
Any shout outs to anybody?
I just want to shout out the whole school district. We wouldn't have a community without the school district.
School's
Thank
the
you.
heart.
Thank
That's
you.
true.
Joel?
we're going to have our ups and downs, but as a general rule, we'll hold together, But nothing ever lasts forever.
Yeah.
The football is going strong now, but you got to keep working at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got to have people that'll keep working at it.
Yeah, for sure.
It doesn't just happen.
You got to put it in.
That's right.
Put in your time card.
And one last thing that I want to say, going back to thanking you guys again. I know that, we started this idea with the athletics podcast, but really to us in Adrian, academics, athletics, everything we do is all combined together on one. I don't know if people watch the FFA one or the music one, but we did that. And I know that you guys helped with FFA yesterday. I mean, you're not just there for sports. You guys are there for everything.
Everybody does a little,
Yeah, but
George.
everybody does a little, but Vicky does a lot.
Vicky does a lot.
Vicky does a lot, and we want to make sure people know that, and we want to make sure that we say thank you to. That is huge, and I think sometimes we get so used to it that sometimes we take it for granted. Sometimes we get so used to you guys just being at everything that we don't realize that how hard that is. I know you guys have grandkids in other schools, and we've talked to you about that. Yeah, we had to go to that game, and you still try to make everything in Adrian when it's like, I know how tough that is. And also, before I forget, we have a blood drive coming up. Everybody does a little. April 20th, the honor, HOSA has asked us from 12 to 5 on April 20th in the old gym. If we get 50 people, they get money back to HOSA. So we are trying to get that information out there early, and we're going to try to just everywhere we can. So we're throwing on the podcast. If you're around close to Adrian, hey, help us out and sign up for that blood drive, and I maybe can get some more information on how to sign up.
Do you know what your blood type is?
I do. I be careful saying it because they call me all the time. I'm O negative.
Oh,
so
really?
They always are trying to
get
bribe me. Like, here, we'll give you a extra granola bar if you come and give your blood. But anyways.
I think I'm the one that can receive all the positives or whatever.
Oh, so you're just a taker.
Yeah. Well, I can give to all the positives too, but I can receive all the positives.
Ah.
So I'm like that 50-50 shot every time.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's it. You guys have anything else to add, or?
No.
We'll try some of these buttons. We never know what they do, and I've never really heard them. Whoa, that's loud. That's a money one. Laughing.
What was that one?
That's laughter. That might be the one we use. Is B.
That's the one we got to use for the intro.
And that's just when Manny talks. Okay, anyways, we got it. So, all right. Well, we will end that today, and thank you all for watching. And stay tuned for our upcoming. We have one tomorrow.
Okay.
We have a podcast tomorrow. We're gonna get Rebecca Hansen on here. She's taking over the drama this year, and we're gonna highlight the drama plays and see how that's going. So, anyways, send us questions if you want us to ask something, and I'll check it in the morning before we interview Rebecca. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.